You're my new best friend. And how about a cool TV news video, quickly wrapping up the latest news for everyone in the automotive industry. And in many ways, today's readers and advertisers expect. That's the focus of Search Auto Parts.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to day 2 of the Apex Theater presented by SearchAutoParts.com. My name is Allison Lombardo. I'm the Group Marketing Director for Advanced Star Communications. Search Auto Parts is proud to have partnered with Apex this year to bring this theater and all of our distribution channel news and information to you live at the show. All of today's presentations will be featured on our website at SearchAutoParts.com, so come check it out. Our next presenter comes to us from the K-Site Company. Please welcome Greg Hadfield, Vice President Product Development, who will demonstrate how his Quickworks suite of products will clean and protect fabrics of all kinds. Joining him today is Cheryl Hardy, Miss Motor Honey 2010. Take it away.
Thank you. It's really interesting when you look at how we care for inside the car. You know, we have a lot of great companies here at the show today that can help us with how to take care of things that are under the hood, but we're interested really in how do we take care of things that are inside the car. Difficult surfaces to clean. We all know how to clean glass. We know how to clean hard surfaces most of the time. And I have a favorite phrase, and that phrase is that all-purpose cleaners a lot of time bring all-purpose results. And that's not what we're really looking for. We're looking for specialty cleaners that make sense, that are safe to use inside the vehicle. It's really also important that we don't try to clean the bathtub with furniture polish. We use the right cleaner for the right application. And that's where K-Site has really done an excellent job of marrying products that work, because they partnered with a company that's a textile company. They partnered with a company called Krypton, a textile manufacturer based here in the United States, and have developed these products that are phenomenal when it comes to taking care of fabric, leather, vinyl, any of the PVC parts, plastic parts that are inside the vehicle. The first thing I like to do is just have you take a look at some fabrics here. As you know, most of the items in the car today, the upholstered surfaces, the headliners, the door panels are all done in mostly polyester. And so we want to be able to clean that surface, but we don't want to leave any soap residue behind. We want to make sure that we get the stain the first time. So the first thing I brought, this is actually a headliner material that you'd find inside a vehicle. And, you know, God forbid that the kids get into crayons or get into pens or markers inside the vehicle. But if they were to do that today, we need to have an answer to easily clean these surfaces. And whether it's crayons or markers or pens, even if I were to take something as staining as iodine. Everyone, you know, it's funny at the shows that we go to, we bring out iodine and everybody steps away from the booth because they don't want it to get on their clothes. But if I were to take this hospital grade iodine and put it into any upholstered surface, we'd have a very difficult time cleaning that. What Krypton has come up with Krypton and K-Site together, are these products that will work on any water cleanable textile that's inside the vehicle. So I can take this product, and you see what begins to happen immediately is it begins to break down these stains. What I'd like to do with these stains is I want to safely remove them without damaging that headliner in any way. In the case of cosmetics or crayon wax-based products, you might have to hit it a second time. But the beautiful part about this is that we can make very quick work of stains that not only used to take a solvent to clean them, they really didn't work. They didn't take the stain out. If you were to get something in the family of protein stains, as we call them, food, beverage stains, spills that are inside the car, we have a product for that as well. And as soon as this dries, it's not going to leave that water ring that some cleaners leave. What we do is we've actually engineered this product that as it takes a stain out, and in the drying process, that we bring any of that residual to the surface, and you won't see any of that. You won't see, other than if your headliner is extremely dirty, you'll just see a nice clean spot. You might have to clean the whole thing. I'm going to see if you can zoom in on this. I want to show you something. Probably the worst stain for a fabric is mustard. It could happen in the car. Somebody could get it on fabric. So again, this is just a piece of micro suede polyester you'd find in most car seats today. And I'm going to take mustard. And what we have come up with, again, is something that even if it's sat in, or it takes a few days before you discover it, that most of the stain can be removed. I can take the K-Site Quickworks product, which is made for food, beverage, and protein stains. I don't know if we can get a good camera shot of this. Are we getting it? And again, we can blot it off the surface to take mustard away. All the cleaners have been buffered with a pH level that allow us to do multiple cleanings. It doesn't have to come clean that very first time. I want to make sure that I get the stain and I get it safely. Remember again, these are not cleaners that were developed by just a chemical company who might be bottling for hundreds of different companies. This is the K-Site company who partnered with a fabric manufacturer to come up with these. Not only is it important to get the fabric clean, it's important to keep it fresh, okay? We all know the leading brand that's out there that talks about freshening rooms and spraying down everything. The problem with that kind of a product is it's basically water and alcohol and a fragrance. It doesn't do anything to get at the source of the odor. So if I went in to mop a public bathroom and I sprayed deodorant and water on the floor, what happens? After a short period of time, then that odor comes back because we haven't eliminated the stain. The product Fresh Fabric is engineered to go after the source of the odor. We want to eliminate, whether it's from a pet that was in the vehicle or a pet that was in the home, we want to eliminate that odor at the source by going after the bacteria that are causing that odor. And so that's why Fresh Fabric was developed. And again, these fabric products are not for use just in the car. They can be used to pre-spot laundry. They can be used anywhere around the house to clean wall coverings, spots on carpets, and just the stains that are affected on fabric. Once you have cleaned fabric, the next important thing to do is to protect it from restaining. And so, again, Krypton and K-Site have developed a product that will work on any water cleanable textile. I could take this paper towel and treat it with TexGuard, and when it dries, you can pour hot coffee on it. Now, I'm going to ask Cheryl to come up here and help me show you something. Cheryl, you want to come over on this side in the front? Again, this is just another piece of upholstery fabric that was gotten from a fabric manufacturer. And if I were to take coffee, Cheryl, don't get this on you, or a red drink, what I'm trying to create is a surface that will repel stains. Camera guy, I don't know if you can see that or not. We want this kind of repellency because we don't want the stain or the spill that's on there to bond with that fiber. We want to keep it away from it. And I guess we could clean the show carpet later. Would that be a deal? No, I won't do that to you. Here's the beautiful part about it. I'm going to attempt to set this down here. Uh-oh. And all that's required to clean this is a paper towel. Once I've treated that surface, it's protected from restaining. Not only it's dry, and the fabric is clean as well. So once you get your car cleaned up and you put the TexGuard on, you're going to protect it from restaining, and that's really an important feature. K-Site developed products because we think that it's really important to take care of your ride. We spend a lot of time and money invested in our car, and we want to take care of it. The next thing we want to talk about is interior cleaning is the seats themselves where leather or vinyl is concerned. Anybody here know what the worst stain is on leather in the car?
Ballpoint pen.
Very good guess. Anybody got a ballpoint pen? That one? Okay. A lot of people who will show you cleaners on leather or vinyl, they're going to show you special pens that are easier to clean. Nobody in their right mind would write on leather with ballpoint because it is very difficult to clean. The system that K-Site has come up with, a product called Ink B Gone, will work on those very difficult ballpoint stains. In fact, if you were to take a ballpoint stain today on leather or vinyl, and you were to use a product, and I won't mention any names, but a common household product that might say ink on it, if you use that on leather or vinyl, you'll set the stain. If it has ingredients like butyl, butoxethanol, monobutyl ether, you hear that keyword in there, butyl, you'll find that it'll drive that ink in and set that stain. Now, one of our guys today who was a little skeptical, where's my permanent marker? Do I have one here? I don't see my permanent marker. Somewhere. Oh, here's one. Here's a Sharpie. Again, I always tease, people, I bring out the permanent marker and I tell them first, look, it's supposed to be permanent. It's supposed to never come off, right? That's the whole deal, permanent. What's beautiful about this product is whether I get it today, tomorrow, next week, as long as the first thing I get it with is the Ink B Gone, I'm going to get the stain. So I'm just going to put a couple drops on here. And you see what begins to happen? I tell people a lot of times, we could solve the world crisis on cleaners if we could use lacquer thinner. Because that works pretty good too. But we can't clean a damaged surface. It doesn't make any sense. So what K-Site has delivered here are products that work on fabric, upholstery, carpet, headliners, door panels, leather, vinyl. Anything in the car can be cleaned and it can be protected. If I were to have a kid get in my car and crayon, that's difficult on leather. Any of the cosmetics, lipstick. If I take our product called Leather Clean, I want to be able to send the kids back out because I want to punish them. I want them to clean that off of the leather. But what I'd really like to do is I'd really like to protect that leather from restaining again. Remember the principle of cleaning and protecting. So if I take the product called Leather Luster, now there's a lot of products on the market today, and unfortunately, when you apply them, that's how they dry. That shiny look, is that really what you want in your car, or that shine off the dash? No matter how many times I apply Leather Luster, what happens is this, it will dry to the same finished look that the leather had before I started. If it was a matte finish, it'll dry matte. If it was flat, it'll dry flat. But look, it's much more difficult to stain on. I can draw my crayon across here and watch what happens. Okay? I want to re-protect the surface without changing the hand or the feel or the look of it. But if I have those stains that occur on something I haven't cleaned before, I want to be able to get those stains out. So anyway, that's our quick story. If you're here today and you want to stop by our booth, we'd love to tell you about the products that we have. You see the packaging is great, and I don't just mean Miss Motor Honey, although the packaging is great. We would like to talk to you. We'd like to have you take a look at our stuff. We think it jumps off the shelf. We think that it makes sense that it comes from a fabric manufacturer, that's where we've partnered with. So are there any questions? Anybody have anything they'd like to shout out?
I have a question for you, Greg. What makes these products different from others on the market?
You know what, I think just what we said, that it comes from a fabric manufacturer. It's not just blended in some place to sell another product. We've all had that, we've all had that situation where we've seen product that kind of looks like the same thing on everybody's shelf and it really doesn't perform. This stuff works.
And what makes Krypton-powered K-Site better than the competition?
I think the fact that we've been around since 1922, there's some history, there's some dependability. We have a slogan that your ride deserves the best. And it's really important that we take care not just under the hood, but inside the car. And we think we've partnered with the right people.
And are the products green?
Good question. They are green. The products are certified by the US EPA, designed for the environment, and we work closely with detergent initiative groups. We're concerned about Mother Earth and the things that we do. So all these products, there's been a lot of time and research gone into developing them and make sure that we keep the Earth in mind.
This gentleman here has a question.
What if you don't know what the stain is?
Good question. You know, a lot of times we get in a car and we look at something on cloth. I like to ask people to start with the food and beverage cleaner, and there's a reason for this. Mustard sometimes, because of the turmeric in it, can set a stain, especially if it encounters cotton. Most of the fibers again today in cars are polyester, but if you start with the protein-based cleaner, you remove that part of the stain. Let me quick for instance, mayonnaise. The reason people struggle with mayonnaise salad dressing is because there's two types of oils. There's the natural oil, but then there's synthetic oils. And so one product works at the natural organic protein, and the other product works to get the synthetic oil that's in the product out of the fabric.
And the all-important question, do things in Vegas really stay there?
Well, first of all, things in Vegas never happen. But if they happen, you can remove the stain, so there's no evidence. Anyway, thank you so much. We appreciate you stopping by. Please stop by our booth. We'd love to see you at the K-Site booth. And whether you're a consumer end user or whether you're a distributor, we'd love to spend some time with you.